welcome to We Used to Live Together. I'm Hannah.
I'm Kris.
And we used to live together. We do not know how to impersonate each other at all.
I think I did pretty good.
I don't sound like...
I'm Kris.
I don't sound like the Incredible Hulk.
I don't sound
And
like,
you don't sound like
a little rat. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. You sound like the Wicked Witch of the West. And your little dog, too.
We're not voice actors.
Not like some people
Not
we know.
like someone in this room.
I could be a voice actor. We could be voice actors.
Honestly,
I think we have enough chops.
I think I could really be a good animated character. I think I could slay at reading an audiobook.
Wait, are you offended by this, AJ? That we're...
No. There's a lot of people who are talented enough to do it. It's just the lack of knowledge. It's a hard industry to break into.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
let's get my juice.
Well, for fittingly for this episode, I'm going to talk about some shows that I have been into recently, and I think that you should be into.
Okay.
Number one, I think you're into a couple of them.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon. Are you caught up?
There's 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, actually, by the time this episode drops, it'll be more than one or more than 2. But how are we feeling?
Wow. Okay. Wait.
Let's keep it quick here.
Okay. Spoilers. The spoiler alert. We're going to talk about things that happen in the show a little bit.
Go ahead.
I think it's really good. I'm annoyed about Allison and Christian.
Yeah, Christian Cole.
Yeah, I'm just like, meh.
Yeah.
Is it necessary? I don't know. First episode, wow. Sobbing. So dark.
I cried. I was shocked that I was crying.
Rhaenyra is such a tender mother, first of all.
Yeah. Right.
The beheading of the baby.
Yeah.
Eat.
The sound.
Yikes. The kicking of the dog. No, thank you.
Oh, that was, I didn't like
second
that.
episode, I thought was like so, like the pacing of it
was good.
It was good. And it was also like they were acting.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes they're acting, they were acting.
Yeah. Are you caught up, AJ?
Yes, I'm caught up.
With the twins? You're talking about the twins?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. That was a sad one.
It's so good. Anyway. 10 out of 10.
Okay, so House of the Dragon. I'm also watching The Acolyte. Is Lorenzo watching that?
Yeah, he's watching it.
Okay, because it's okay. It's whatever. What I hate about the Disney shows is they look so, whatever film they're using or whatever kind of filter or editing they're using, the sets look so fake to me. It like, you can tell like, oh, this was shot on a set. Or like, you know, when you watch House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, like I know it's fake, but like they make it, the way they are editing the film, it makes it look real. But when I'm watching The Acolyte, it's like, was this filmed at Disneyland? Because it looks so fake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But are you watching it with him or no?
No.
Yeah, you're not interested in that?
I'm interested, but I'm like so far behind. I haven't even finished Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they don't really have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm watching that. And then this is a show that I told you guys to watch.
Yes.
The Bear. And season 3 is out. And by the time this episode drops, I'll probably be done with it. I love it. Have you seen anything of it? Do you know like anything about it?
No.
It's intense. I will say it's intense, but like I know there's at least 2 episodes that you're going to I know there's at least 1 episode you're going to love. And I know exactly which one it is. And that's one of my favorite episodes from season 2. Probably my favorite episode from season 2. And then there's one recently where, man, Hannah would love this. So
what's it on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give her a go.
And the episodes are so like, most of them are like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a couple that might be longer depending on if it's like a season finale or whatever. But are you caught up, AJ, on The Bear?
No, I'm not caught up. But I've heard that people don't really like season 3 as much.
Well, I'm only halfway through. It's fine. It's whatever. I still like it.
We're like halfway through season 2, but it's been so long that we're going to probably start over.
Yeah. I think it's just a really, like, I'm emotional almost every episode. So I can imagine you will be also.
Okay.
Anyway, what's good, my dude?
I went to a new Goodwill.
Oh.
In
you love thrift store shopping.
Fountain Valley.
Yeah.
And it is so big, so well organized, and I walked away.
It's the first time you were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just recently opened.
Okay.
I walked away with some.
Oh, was that the top that I saw you in?
No.
Oh, that was not it.
No.
Okay, never mind then.
The top I was wearing in the episode we recorded before this was from that Goodwill.
Oh.
Just a little white tee.
Okay.
But yeah, I walked away with some really good finds.
Okay.
It's so clean in there. And
what do you look for? Like when you're going to a thrift store, what are some things that are standing out?
Next week I'm going on a cruise. So I was looking for cruise clothes. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm saying, sorry, what are like the feet? That's how, I mean like, what are you literally shopping for? I meant like, what are some like characteristics of the place that you're looking for?
I mean, I don't really care. Like,
you don't care if it's dirty and gross and unorganized?
I really don't care.
Truly?
Because in those you
can
find...
You just said it's so clean.
I know. Well, it's nice when you go into those, but I don't mind the disorganized ones because you can find gems anywhere.
That's true.
You just got to be patient. I'm a very patient thrifter.
I know. Yeah, you are.
I take my time in thrift stores.
It's an art form for you.
So I don't really have a preference. I think I'm just like, when new ones open, it is just like, oh, this is so nice.
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly where everything is. So I do appreciate it, but I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to that one because it's dirty.
Now that we're talking about clothes, I just realized that I didn't change my shirt before this episode. So
do you want to pause?
Listeners, if you sing that I'm wearing the same shirt, it's because we recorded this on the same day as the last episode.
I mean, I'm wearing the same earrings.
So don't let that throw you off.
Yeah.
We do a little quick change
little
before.
costume change. Keep you guys on your toesies.
I messed up. That's on me. But it's because...
It's showbiz, baby.
That's showbiz, baby. But that's because I'm so focused on my new dating app.
I know, guys. Kris is addicted. It's only been 20 minutes. Update. Give them an update on Unhinged.
Nothing to report so far. I did like one girl's little comment.
Yeah.
That I don't even know what you call it.
Yeah.
Little blurb.
Prompt. So a like has been made.
So we'll keep you posted. Yeah. I don't know. Let's not make this another Hinge episode.
Speaking of likes.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, are you done talking about the Goodwill?
Yeah.
Did you found some gems? Summarize the experience.
I found 2 really cute dresses, shorts.
You were shopping specifically for cruise clothes.
For my cruise attire.
Wow. First cruise? First time cruiser?
First time cruiser. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I hope you get to wear those clothes then.
I will. I bought them for the cruise.
Perfect.
Because I didn't know there were like fancy nights on the cruise.
Yes, there are some fancy
So
nights.
I'm going to have a lot to report back next time we record.
I love that. I've never been on a cruise, so.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Perfect. Our main event today.
Yes.
Speaking of likes. These are, what are we calling this? I know what we're calling it. Okay, ready? These are our top 10 movies. Our top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Top 10 favorite movies of all time.
At least for me. You don't have to commit to that.
I'll commit to it.
Okay. Because I know.
But let me say, when I was coming up with this list, I was like, I don't think I know 10 movies.
Yes,
okay, I'll get into it when. Okay. Do you want me? Let me just start.
Go ahead.
Let me start.
Yeah.
I am not a movie goer person. It's not my jam.
You love movies.
I love movies.
But you wouldn't say it's
I'm not a cinephile.
Wow, Hannah.
Thanks, Taylor Swift.
Okay. You're not a cinephile.
No.
Okay.
But I think I'm becoming more of one. It's just if you guys, spoiler alert, I have anxiety. And before I was medicated, being in a movie that was too dark, too scary,
would affect you,
would send me over the edge. I couldn't be in a movie theater because that would get me very anxious. Truly. I had to walk out of the first Black Panther because I started having a panic attack.
Based on what?
Remember that shooting that happened?
Oh, that's right.
I really can't get it out of my head.
Right. Okay.
But now that I'm medicated, I have started to enjoy the movie going process, and I have been able to watch deeper movies and
at the theaters.
And I'm okay.
Do you not watch movies at home? I feel like you do.
I do now. Yeah. Like I can, and that's what I'll say. And I feel like you've been part of that, where I'm like, I don't really want to watch that in theater, but I'll watch that at home.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people are like that.
Yeah. So that's my kind of history with that.
So you're not like a super fan of movies, but you do enjoy a film experience.
Yes. And I'm kind of like self-conscious about it. Not self-conscious.
About
insecure about it. Because
About
people
what?
are like, have you seen that movie? And I'm always like,
Oh.
no. Have you seen this movie? No.
That's okay. And I haven't, there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But I get that.
But I'm open to it.
Right.
Like if you had a movie that was like, Hannah, you have to see it, I would watch it.
And I know you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would say I'm just maybe just a couple steps above you in terms of like my love for movies. I think it's probably my favorite medium of for like entertainment. It's probably my favorite because it's like a one and done.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously if there's a series, you know, I'm saying like the experience of watching one film, it's like, you know, you spend 2 or 3 hours and it's done versus like a TV show, you got to spend a whole season.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like there's less time commitment, but also I think film is such a beautiful art form and then you can convey so much in one film.
Yeah.
And I would say it's probably my favorite medium for entertainment. But I'm also not like I don't know like every single thing about movies, you know?
No, but that's something I really admire about you is how you watch, like you'll watch a movie and then you post your reviews. And I really do love it. And I do read them and I like take them to heart.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not like a professional critic or anything.
I appreciate it. And I don't know if that's just because I know you and I trust your taste, but like I do, like if I see that you rated a movie high, I'm like, I'm going to watch that.
Thank you. Wow, that's very kind.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. You want me to start?
Yeah. Are we going in order?
I was going to do 10, 9, 8, 7.
Okay. Because I would say like 5 and up are like ranked, but my like 6
and then the other
below.
ones you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe do those first and then do.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you have yours pulled up?
Yeah.
You can. Okay, why don't you go
Okay,
first?
so number 10, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love it.
A lot of people, that's their favorite Harry Potter film.
I know. It's just
Prisoner of
because there's so
Azkaban.
many twists and turns.
Yeah.
Like Sirius Black and
Yes.
then the
I recently-
Time Turner.
I just watched a little behind the scenes thing on that about how I'll send it to you. It was on
Okay.
TikTok or something because
Yeah.
it was like the facts were the behind the scenes facts were so fascinating because it's like did you know there was like a no American rule? They didn't want to cast any
I didn't
Americans.
know that.
They wanted all British or UK people.
I love that.
because you know they wanted to keep it like
Yeah.
true to the story
Yeah.
and just like stuff like that. So yeah,
So cool.
Prisoner of
Yeah.
Azkaban.
But no, I really like that because it keeps you on your toes. And that's
Okay.
when you first see the Patronus. And they're all like grown up in that film.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Does Harry have good hair in that one? I don't think he does.
No,
but
I don't think so. I think that's a later.
yeah, it's a later film. Okay, number 10 for me. It turned 30 years old this year. The Lion King.
Oh.
1994's Disney animated classic, The Lion King.
That's a great one.
That's one of the first movies that I can remember. It might be my first movie that I saw in theaters. No, I don't think so. It's one of the earlier ones. I was very young when it came out. And I remember that might be the first film in theaters that I cried in. And I remember specifically the feeling I had in the Mufasa scene.
Aww.
And I was like, this is so heartbreaking. And that's like, I cried. And I'm sure a lot. Did you cry?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still cry.
I still cry now. Yeah. But I remember that's like one of the earliest memories I had of crying in the theaters, moved by a film.
Yeah.
And it was The Lion King.
Aw. Okay, number 9, Barbie, the new version.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Okay.
I watched it.
And not just because you're a woman, or maybe it is.
Maybe, but like, it's a comfort movie for me
Yeah.
now. It's on Max, and I kind of watch it every time I'm on my period just to
Do
like
you?
empower me.
I didn't know that, but that's
suggest every girl do the
that's funny.
same.
Hey, ladies,
Yeah.
do it. Barbie.
It's such a good movie.
No, I think it's well made.
Yeah.
And we love Greta,
Yeah.
and I think Margot's great.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great message for that film and for women.
Yeah.
And also for men.
Yeah,
Really.
honestly.
It's for all. It's for
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
So good one. Number 9 for me, The Princess Bride. Have you seen The Princess
Okay.
Bride?
You're going to be so proud of me. I recently rewatched it.
Wait.
Like, within like a month. So,
and
okay. So my history with it is
also, what made you do that? Just for fun?
okay, let me tell you.
Okay.
Okay, so we put it on at camp one time, but I didn't pay attention. So when I worked at summer
When
camp.
you worked at summer camp, yes.
And
okay.
so I had never really seen it.
Uh-huh.
And then Lorenzo was like, you have to see it.
Yeah.
And so it was just one night we were
Yeah.
at home trying to decide
Okay.
what to watch.
Okay.
Put it on.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What specifically, like which parts are standing out to you? If you don't remember, it's fine.
I kind of cried.
Cried? Which part?
I don't remember his name.
Wesley?
No.
No. Oh, Inigo Montoya.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yes.
When he's like,
Yes.
when he's like, I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite
He was
lines.
my favorite character.
Yeah, he's a good one.
And yeah, I like what was her name? Peach? Princess Peach?
Buttercup?
I was just kind of like, man.
You don't like her?
Nah.
She's not my favorite character. I think Inigo's probably my favorite character too.
But no, it was fun. I liked it. And I could see like if I grew up watching that, I would probably be more into like the lore of it.
Right. I don't know if I grew up watching it because can I tell you the very first time I even knew it existed, it was like, you know how they used to show, and maybe they still do, like movies on TV, just like Channel 5 will just show like a random film late at night.
Yeah.
It was one of those. It was like late at night, like really like almost maybe midnight or after midnight.
Yeah.
And they were showing The Princess Bride, and I just kind of tuned in. Why was I awake that late? I don't know. And it was the sword fight scene between Wesley and, do you know what I'm talking about? The huge sword fight, the only one in that movie. And I was like, this movie is so dope.
Yeah.
And
it is.
You
know what my favorite thing is since I'm like, I didn't watch a lot of movies and Lorenzo loves movies. So he's been introducing me to a lot of movies, but it's really fun when you watch them and you hear lines and you're like,
that's where it's from. Wait, which line specifically? That you killed my father, prepare to die?
Yeah, like everyone says that. And I'm like, oh my God, it's from this movie.
I love that for you.
So, and then like there's other ones like, it's a trap from Star Wars.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. So it is fun. It's really fun.
You are a cinephile.
I know, right?
Okay, go.
Okay, number 8, Booksmart.
Oh, you love that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do cry in that movie.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And since I've already shared, theaters were hard for me to go to. I went to the theater 3 times to watch this film.
That means you really like it.
In the same weekend. I saw it once and I was like, okay, I gotta take Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta take whoever. And I just
yeah.
took everybody. Okay, The Friendship is beautiful. It's hilarious.
It's really funny.
The music.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's where we got Malala. We got our code word from that
movie. Yeah.
Malala's not our code word, but we were inspired by that.
Yeah.
And then the way we hype each other up now, like,
yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I do. We do that.
Yeah.
That the girl in that movie, the
teacher?
Nope. The other girl who
AAA.
AAA?
Yeah.
How did you know that's who I was talking about?
Molly Sturge.
Yeah.
Molly
I think she's credited differently now, but
okay.
That girl is in The Bear.
Oh,
so
I love her.
Yeah, I like her too. So she's in like season 2. Well, now she's in season 3, but you know. Anyway, okay. That's a great movie. Booksmart. Okay. For me, number 8, you know it, you love it. Remember the Titans.
Oh.
You don't know it. You don't love it.
I haven't seen it.
Hannah, you're kidding.
I've seen clips.
Hannah!
This is going to be the entire episode, I guarantee.
No, I thought for sure you've seen Remember the Time. Oh my God. When are you free? I don't care about any other movie on this list right now. You're coming over. You guys can come over. Oh my God, Hannah, you're gonna cry so much. I'm crying thinking about it.
Like, I think they put it on in school one time when we had a substitute, but I can't remember. I couldn't tell you one thing about it. It's a football team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a football.
Yeah.
Okay, please. I'm dead serious.
Have us over.
Can you? Well, not. You're going on a cruise next week.
We'll schedule. Well, I'll have my people call your people.
Yeah. Oh, please, Hannah, please. I'm so heartbroken and shocked. Okay, I'm not going to say anything else. Okay, go.
Okay. Number 7, Midnight in Paris.
I've seen this with Owen Wilson.
Yeah, and Rachel McAdams.
You like that movie?
It just so like...
Well, he's a writer.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so like whimsy.
I watched it because I thought I would like it because I want to be a writer.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, it's like whatever.
I think I like the soundtrack a lot, and then it's so like whimsical.
Yeah, it's a Woody Allen film?
I think so.
Okay.
But I just like the whole like, I don't know, there's something about it being in Paris and then the time travel-y part of it I like.
And he meets all the different characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another time travel movie with Rachel McAdams.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's in a few of them.
Yeah.
That's like 4 movies.
Yeah. You're right.
Something about time travel and
She
Rachel
loves
McAdams.
it. She loves it. Number 7, The Parent Trap.
Oh.
Starring, tell me you've seen that.
Of course.
Starring Lindsay Lohan and...
That's why I eat peanut butter with my Oreos now.
You're joking.
No, that literally. I saw them do it in the movie and I tried it, and now
now you love it.
Yeah, for years.
It makes me laugh. It makes me cry. It's a family. It's kind of a long film. It's like 2 hours.
Yeah, it
plus.
is long. Yeah,
and because I always think it's long when they barely get to the camping part, and I was like, they still haven't gone camping.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother like third of this movie. You
Yeah.
know. So it's one of my favorites. I grew up. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid. Oh, I watched that. Remember that theater that closed, the Cinema City?
Aww.
I think I watched it at Cinema City. So anyway,
Cinema City.
The Parent Trap.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
yeah.
I cry. That scene with Chessie, it gets me every time. Like it literally, if there's something in my eye and I need to flush it out, I will watch that scene so it makes me cry, so I can flush out whatever's in. That and Remember the Titans, but we'll talk about that later on.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Okay, number 6, 500 Days of Summer.
You guys, you and Lorenzo both love that movie.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing is a lot of my decisions are based off music in the film.
That has great music. Yeah.
I think I'm very attracted to.
That's good. That tells you something about
soundtrack.
yourself. Yeah.
500 Days of Summer is so good.
And we love Zoe.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
And we love Joseph.
He's on my
On
crush
your crush list.
list.
Yeah. Let's call it that. Yeah.
Let's call it a crush list.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's fun. It's sad.
It's sad. Yeah, I like it.
But then it ends hopeful.
Yeah.
And it's all filmed in LA, so
Yeah.
it's cool. You can go see everything. And
Yeah, I want to go
Yeah.
to that bench.
oh, you know that scene with the expectation versus reality?
Yeah.
That's like my favorite montage ever.
That's
Because
me.
it's so
Me on Hinge.
heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great movie.
Okay. Number 6. You've seen this movie, I know, because you were there. October Sky.
I was there.
You were
It
there.
was rare. I was there. I remember it.
He's in that movie.
He's in that movie.
He's the star of that film.
Wow. I didn't even.
Public Enemy number 1
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't bother me. He's whatever. But
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he
really
cares,
don't
no.
think he cares.
October Sky.
Yeah.
It's just it packs a punch emotional. Did that move you at all when we watched it or no? Were you zoned out?
No, I watched it, and yes, it was emotional, but
Not
wow,
the way I was
That really hits you.
when I went to the bathroom after.
Yeah, that was
And all you could hear was my
sobs.
sobbing.
Yeah. No, like I felt the emotion. Like I felt it. But wow, that really.
You know when you watch yourself cry in the mirror?
Yeah. That was. It was like the saddest Captain on Deck.
Yeah. Captain on Deck. Okay, go.
All right.
Oh wait, October Sky. If you haven't
yeah.
seen it, it's a period piece. It takes place in like the 50s or something, but it's based on a true story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I thought it was the 60s.
yeah, whichever one, 50s, 60s, based on a true story. And it's just a moving film about white men doing things, but don't get hung up on that. Okay, this is like a moving piece about like following your dreams and pursuing something that you're passionate about and people believing in you, and maybe some father issues as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The end. Go on.
Okay. Are we on 5?
5. Yeah.
La La Land.
I love La La Land.
I love the music.
The music. Remember when they almost won Best Picture?
Yeah. And I love it because it doesn't end how you would want it to end.
Can I say
Yeah.
that final look at the end that
Yeah.
they give each other
I know.
kills me every time. It is such a hurtful,
Yeah.
but like nostalgic
Yes.
look that they have for each other, and it kills me every time.
And it's like probably one of the only movies where every time I watch it, I leave feeling sad about a different reason.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes I'm like sad that they're not together.
Yeah.
And other times I'm just really sad for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like it varies.
It's there's a range of emotions there for sure.
Yeah.
But I love how sad. I do like that they don't end up together.
I know.
I like that
That's
for
like
some
500
reason.
Days of Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
There's
I get
something
that.
about that.
Yeah.
My movies are all the same.
Well, there's something about that what could have been, but what isn't.
Yeah, and
I
you
like
spend
that.
so much of the movie like really rooting for them, and then when
Right.
it like ends, you're like, oh, this is life.
It's a gut. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a
like
gut
this
punch.
is how
Yeah,
life
for sure.
happens. You know,
Yes,
like you don't
totally.
always end up with.
And I love that scene where she comes back to when she's famous and she comes back to the same cafe I want that to be me where where I'm
and the reveal when you like see her walk into the kids and you're like, who's the dad?
And it's not him. Yeah. Oh. If you haven't seen La La Land, listeners.
We just spoiled it.
Well,
it's been a couple of years, so that's on you.
Number
honestly.
5 for me, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Oh,
have you seen Sister Act 2?
No.
Oh, Hannah.
I've only seen the first Sister Act.
Okay, we have to have a movie. I'm gonna have you and the producers over. It's gonna be a day. Okay. It's gonna be a day. This is about. Okay, do you like music?
Yeah.
Do you like teenagers in high school discovering their passion for music?
Yes.
Do you love underdog story?
Yes.
Do you love inner city kids working against all odds to beat the man? Yes. Then I've got a movie for you. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's all of that, and I cry every time. So
okay.
Oh, and you watch Abbott Elementary?
Yeah.
Okay, Barbara in that.
She's
in that.
Oh,
a young Barbara.
And she's a great singer.
Well, she doesn't sing in this, but she is a great singer. But she doesn't sing, but she's in that. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Number 4.
Mm-hmm. About Time.
Okay, all your movies are the same.
Literally.
Can I say?
Yeah.
About Time is the one. When I saw that movie, that inspired the father-son story in my novel that I'm writing. That was the first time that I saw a father-son relationship on screen that I could get behind and root for.
Yeah.
And it's so heartbreaking to see on screen.
Yeah.
And that is what inspired the father-son relationship in my novel. Why do you like it?
Well, it's another time travel film featuring Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams loves time travel.
But I love the music.
Yeah.
I think when a movie has a good soundtrack, I'm in. For me.
That's the way to get
the music makes it for me.
Yeah.
But also, it's just so tender.
Mm-hmm.
Just the family dynamics, which
part makes you cry? Or like what? Like,
I mean,
all of it?
The end, like that ending scene where he has to decide, like,
I know. Yeah, don't spoil it, but like, yes, I know.
He has to make a big decision.
Yeah.
And it's just like the dad knows. And
I know. That's why I'm like,
it hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts to think
really
about.
Hurts.
And that movie inspired me to get bangs.
Wait, because of Rachel McAdams?
When she says, I got fringe.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to get fringe, so I got fringe.
And you did.
I did. That was another movie that I saw multiple times in the theater.
Yeah, I watched it probably within the last 6 months or 12 months.
Yeah.
It still destroys me.
It leaves me like, again, it like makes me really sad. But then at the end, that montage of him just like living in the moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm stop.
I know.
Can't.
It's just like, I leave that movie and I'm like, God, I want to live my life better.
Yeah.
Like those little moments in your day-to-day interactions with people.
I know it. I'm tearing up. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, Margot Robbie's in that movie.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. I think you have seen this. The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
I sure have.
And I'll tell you why I chose The Return of the King, which is the 3rd film in the franchise, it is the movie that wraps everything up, and it has such a bittersweet, and like we're saying, we love a bittersweet or sad ending, and that's for that franchise, for me, that bittersweet ending at the end where like they're back home, right? They're back in the Shire, but no one knows what they've gone through. Like nobody knows this thing that they've just done, that they saved the world, and nobody but the 4 of them can relate to each other, you know? And then when Frodo, leaves, and Sam is just, that kills me. And then just Sam has to go back to living his life in the Shire, like with his daughter and his wife. And it's just like, okay, I guess we're back to regular life.
Yeah.
Even though we just went through hell.
And my best friend is gone.
And my best friend is gone. So, and that scene where Aragorn, when they all bow to the, sorry. When they bow to the hobbits.
Yeah.
That scene makes me cry every time. Okay, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
Okay, number 3 for me.
Yeah.
Once.
Great film, great music, sad love story. What kind of films does Hannah like?
I love.
Do they end up together in that? I don't think they do.
No, they do.
Yeah. So the soundtrack is incredible. Okay.
It's so good.
This love story is devastating.
Devastating. It's set in Ireland.
Oh, you love that. Yeah.
I love Glenn Hanser.
You love Glenn. Yeah.
Beautiful film. Such a low budget. The thing I love about it is like, it was such a low budget film and they won an Oscar.
Yeah. I like that too.
What?
I like that too.
Like, that's just
it
so
means
cool.
that anyone can tell a story, and if you tell it well enough, like people will it'll resonate with people. People will relate to
and
it.
I just love, I love that. I'm like, that's just, these are my movies, okay?
Yeah, these are your movies.
And this is who I am.
This is real. This is me. Number 3?
Yeah.
The Bourne Identity. The first one. The first Bourne Identity. You've never seen it. And I know you're not as into spy films as I am. But if there's a spy film to get into, this is it. Okay. And if we have to meet every week and watch all of these films. It's
sounding like it. Have you seen all of the films I've listed?
I've seen all of those films. Okay, well. At least once.
I have nothing to contribute.
I mean, I'm saying I've seen all of your films at least one time. I may not remember all of them. Yeah. And maybe we can do, let's do a marathon swap of yours. A little swappity swap of your films and my films. Yeah. Okay, that's good. The Bourne Identity is the spy film.
Is this Jason Bourne?
Jason Bourne, exactly. Starring Matt Damon. It's the first in the franchise. And it's like a 2002 film. And I don't want to spoil it. Let's just say this film took the spy film genre to a new level, because it's not about the like the hokey gadgets or the fancy like technology. It's about a person using their wits and what they've been trained to overcome a challenge, and that's what it's about. In a clever way. It's like cleverly written. Okay, well, we'll get into it when we watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Go ahead.
I want to say one more thing about Once.
Go ahead.
I walked down the aisle to one of the songs
you did?
From that movie.
Yeah, you did do
Gold.
that.
So.
And you were crying.
I was sobbing.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, my number 2, The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler.
You love that movie.
Drew Barrymore.
That one's not a sad one.
No, I love Adam Sandler.
You do.
And
in like a weird way.
I know. I am in love with Adam Sandler. Like, hi.
Like if he was on Hinge, you're swiping right, baby. You're liking all of his pictures.
Like, give me those basketball shorts. No disrespect to his wife, because she is lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that movie.
What about The Wedding Singer?
I think it's because my mom loves that movie, and so I was watching it when I was little, and I love
the music. Let me guess, you love the music. You love a love story.
I like the 80s vibes. Yeah. I think I love Adam Sandler so much because so much of his comedy is like, he's like writing songs. Yeah. And he does that in that movie, and I really love that. And it's just...
What's the song that he sings about her?
He like writes a song about
her name or something,
Linda.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was sorry. I was thinking about Drew Barrymore's character.
Grow Old With You. That one.
Is that the movie?
Yeah.
Is that in that movie?
Is that the very end when they're on the
it's
plane?
Drew Barrymore, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was like he was rhyming her name. Her name is like the character name.
Julia Gulia.
Yeah. Is that not the song he writes about her?
No.
Julia Gulia? No. Or maybe he just says that they rhyme.
You might be thinking of 51st Date.
Oh. Maybe
You're thinking of Forgetful Lucy.
Oh.
Maybe. Because that's the same. Same cast. And you love that movie, don't you?
I do love that movie. I really do. It's not on my list.
Not on your list, but you do like it. Okay, number 2. I think this is no surprise. Star Trek. 2009 Star Trek.
I was waiting. I was like, where is this going to fall?
Number 2 is Star Trek 2009. J.J. Abrams directs that film. It's with Chris Pine and the new cast. The younger cast of Star Trek, and it's the first Star Trek film that really, like, I like Star Trek before this film, but this is the film that's like solidified this. Yep, you're a Star Trek fan, like, because this was such a movie. Have you seen it?
Yeah, we watched it together.
We did. Okay, that opening scene with Chris Hemsworth. First of all, Chris Hemsworth.
Hi.
This is before he was Thor. Or anything. I was like, hello.
Hi.
That opening scene with him, killer.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever cried in a Star Trek film in the first 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
I was sobbing. Not sobbing, but weeping.
Yeah.
And just like the the new direction that they took that franchise, it's, I think,
Yeah.
not, it's like top of the line.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Wait, so this might be an off mic
Yeah.
conversation, but you watched Star Trek, like the show?
Yeah, I grew up watching
it,
I actually grew up watching, because there's been several Star Trek series. So I grew up watching 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then new shows have come out since then.
Right.
So then I watched those shows.
Movie was
and
just
then the franchise, this new reboot franchise.
Yeah.
There were Star Trek films in the 90s and early 2000s. And then 2009 was the reboot.
Okay.
Which is the film. This is the film that really
it was
still
really
fun.
good.
Yeah. I would say if you're not a Star Trek fan or even into sci-fi stuff and you maybe want to dip a toe in, this is the movie for you. Because I think it's got enough action and enough other things besides that the genre that it will get you into it.
And it's like you don't have to be. It made it.
You don't have to know anything about Star Trek.
Yeah, I made it super accessible because I get nervous with big fandoms.
If you don't know the lore or whatever. Yeah,
but no, it's so easy to follow.
I think this is a good entry point for someone who's wanting to start Star Trek
entertaining,
or science fiction or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Do you want to say my number 1? And then I'll say your number 1?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Singing in the Rain. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just so afraid I would get it wrong.
Okay,
Singing in the Rain, yeah.
And all of you roomies should know that if you've been here since day 1.
Since day 1. That was episode 1. Our
first
episode. So if you've been here, hey, roomies, if you've been here since episode 1,
hi.
Congratulations. MBRs all around. All of you.
No, I love Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
I grew up watching it with my grandma. Yeah. I love the music. I love the story. I love the love story. I need to branch out.
No, I think this says a lot about you that you love music.
I do.
And you love love.
Yeah.
So.
But it's more than that. This movie is so good.
What stands out to you? Just a couple things.
I mean, Gene Kelly. Hello.
Young Gene Kelly.
Yeah.
You would swipe right on young Gene
Kelly. I would in a heartbeat. And wasn't it? And I could be totally wrong, but isn't it like the first movie that was like in color or like?
I don't think you're right about
something
that
like that.
But we'll do some research.
Sound?
Maybe.
Or
I don't know
maybe
enough.
that's just the storyline.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway. Funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Engaging.
Yeah.
And
that the iconic dance number with all 3 of them.
What is it? What's
the
Good Morning?
Good Morning. I sing that literally every day at work.
Yeah. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Iconic.
And
I don't know. I've never seen it ever be like a live version, right? Like it's not one of those like.
I don't know if it has been or if maybe this was based on something. I don't know.
Yeah. But
we should, if we're gonna have a movie night, that should be on it.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know my favorite film?
Yeah, ready?
3, 2, 1.
The Sound of Music.
Listeners, if you've been here since episode 1, that is correct.
I thought you were going to be like, update. No. I've changed my number 1.
No. The Sound of Music. Yeah. And I think they both came out around the same time. When did that come out? The 60s?
Yeah.
So Sound of Music came out in 1965, won Best Picture at the Oscars. Julie Andrews.
Are you kidding
me? A young Julie Andrews, a young Christopher Plummer.
Hi.
And my current car's name is Liesel, based on the oldest daughter.
Yeah.
If you love a story about family, if you love a story about children falling in love with music, this is very similar to Sister Act 2, actually.
The odds stacked against them.
I think too. If you love a love story between an odd pairing, like an unlikely pair, this is the movie for you. And if you are willing to open your heart and be emotional to a time, well, first of all, it's set against the backdrop of World War II. So, right, that should tell you what the context is there. But at the same time, it's like it's a story about family that is. It's a blended family, but like so beautifully like put together. And I don't know, I don't know how to describe it other than it's like if you like music and you like family.
And that love story.
Yeah, it's
steamy.
One of my favorite scenes is when they yell at each other at the lake.
Oh. And
then of course the dance scene.
Oh, the
iconic. Can I say?
Did you get a boner?
No.
Oh, what?
No, this is the most non-boner film ever. This is a family-friendly film.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Although there's some scandal with the Baroness. Dude, that when the Baroness walks in on them dancing, You feel that. You feel that. Okay.
But that dance scene is sexual.
I don't think it's steamy. It's steamy, but there are no boners to be had in this film. What I was gonna say is, when I was younger, I was like, man, I'm gonna dance this at my wedding. I'm gonna do that dance at my wedding. Now I feel like it would be kind of cringe.
You put that on your Hinge profile?
Like a deal breaker is you got to dance this dance from The Sound of Music at the wedding.
Can I tell you something about that movie?
Yeah.
I used to not watch the second VHS because it scared me. Because you know how like it was like 2 parts.
No, yeah.
So I wouldn't ever. I would just let it end.
Well, because all the good songs are in the first half of the film, and in the second half is when they have to deal with like Nazis and everything else. You're like, I don't want to deal with all the real world stuff.
I just want to live in this little.
I want to live in VHS number 1, which is fine. That's okay. All right, listeners. That was fun. Yeah, those were our top 10 films.
Yeah, let us know what your guys' top 10s are.
Or let us know if you like any of these films.
Or if you don't.
Any of these 20. Hey, we didn't repeat any.
We didn't
repeat any of them. But I feel like I like a lot of yours and you like a lot of mine.
Yeah, and I'm happy. I thought that the whole episode was me going to be like, no, I haven't seen it. No, I don't know.
But you have seen.
I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them. One film, AJ, that you really love. One film.
Shrek 2. Thank you.
Unexpected, but you know what? I'm not going to disagree. We're not going to disagree with that.
Honestly, that one's way better than the first one.
Really?
It's so good.
You love the first one?
I just love Shrek in general.
Yeah. No, the second one is by far more quotable.
Okay.
And just all around.
I don't know
film.
if I've seen all the first Shreks, so I might have to.
Okay, so movie night.
Yeah, movie night.
That could be. Let's do a theme movie night.
We actually were. It's gonna be a 48-hour event.
Actually, I have a Lord Farquaad costume.
Yeah, we'll do themed costumes and everything. All right. Well, follow us on the socials. Yeah. Email us. We never get emails. Will you guys email us?
We never get emails.
We used to live together at gmail.com. Honestly, if you first person to email us, NVR.
NVR.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
And you can email us anything you want. You can praise us or you can
just say hi.
I was going to say, or you can critique us or just say hi.
Yeah.
First person to email, NVR.
Yeah.
And we'll read it on the, if you write like a heartfelt message, we'll read it on the pod.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, roomies, watch those movies. Go out there. It's summertime. It's a perfect. It's a season for movies.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Goodbye. Goodbye.